Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Frederick, you know me as Keanomy, and we are back in Dyson Sphere Program today. Continuing our playthrough of the game. So we are producing a lot more power now, so that was resolved in the last episode. This episode, what I want to do is I want to be playing around a little bit with planetary logistics systems, or at least make them available to us. So that is the plan. We need thruster. How do we get thruster? That one. Okay, so we need the hydrogen fuel cell and then the thruster, and then we can get this guy. Vertical construction level 2. That is not here, right? Vertical construction is under upgrades. Yes. We'll get that built, and now we can put that on. Yes, good. So let's get that built. Where have we parked these guys? Just gonna steal you with me back over here. There is some better conveyor belts. I wonder, that is the third, that's the second one, and it's the third sorter. Someone said that you don't really need the normal belt once you have them. Yeah, so we could actually, let me see here. We have these that are doing both of those. So if we want to make these, what do we need then? We need a sorter Mark II and an electromagnetic turbine. Both of those are more or less the same as what we had before. And let's see. What else do we need for these? Are it just those? Magnetic turbines are these things. So I think if we set this up, we can just do it here. Land over what the magnetic turbines need. Let's have a look at this guy. You need those two. That's also something that we have, so we can easily do that actually. Okay, so I started to set up the different items that we just unlocked, but I kind of realized fairly quickly that I'm gonna have to redo a lot of this. So let's just get onto that planetary stuff. I think we anyway wanna get going with that. So we have we have actually researched all of the things that we needed to. So if we jump over to our buildings here, we can see that we have the planetary system now. We need processors for that. I don't think we have processors anywhere at the moment. I don't even see them as an option to be built. We build processors here? No, we cannot. Why not? Do we need the higher end productor for that? Or what do we need to be able to build these guys? Lack of material, yeah, I know. The steel we have, titanium ingot, maybe this is way above our current capacity of production. We have matrix labs. Didn't we unlock like some kind of small bots as well? Distribution logistics, this one. Let's do that one. That I think is like a predecessor to this one. Maybe more for like your inventories management in general. But yeah, that should be a good option if we can maintain that. So I have Mark II belts here, and I have a lot of Mark Is. I do preferably not want to have. Let me steal all of you, please. Put you there. That should keep everything up and running there. So yeah, we're gonna move over to Mark II belts and we're gonna move over to Mark III inserters. More or less right now. So is there anything else that we should upgrade? So we have this guy now. What do we need for that? We need the processors for that. And the processors... I feel like I've seen processors before. Yeah, it's right here. So we need to go up this queue afterwards. I didn't unlock everything that is blue. Let's do that as well. That should be pretty good. And what do we need for the processors? Once we have those... where are you? There you are. You need these guys, which is... I don't think we can fit that much more on our belt system here. Maybe we build that off over here somewhere so we can take completely new things. Expand out this way. So we are going to produce the processors and we need these to be able to do that. And they just take glass and copper. So it is just a normal machine. 2 inputs. So we probably want to do something like this then. And I think what that would do is to allow us to have... because these will then... This is a lot harder when you don't have access to it. They will produce 3 every 6 seconds and you will use 6 every 6 seconds. Is that correct? Yes. Good. So we get this guy, we'll do these. No. God, if I could do this correctly. That guy, copy that and paste it over to those. And take one of you and dump it in there. Okay, so copper there, and then we need, is it computers? No, it's glass. These guys right here. Go above there, around, maybe above here as well. There we go, that's the glass as well. High purity silicon. That's not the same thing, is it? That's glass. How do we get that high purity silicon? What happened to all of our power? Why did all of our power just disappear? You guys running? Hardly. You are, but not fully and not consistently. There we go, that should get the power up and running a little bit better, I think. These guys somehow does not have any power at all. Let's fix that. That should be fairly good. Does that speed up the amount of power we have? Yes, that bumped up that power quite substantially. I think one of the issues is that this guy might be standing still. So we might want to do like an overflow here into this guy if we are running completely full. Could that be an option? I'll turn into here maybe. See where this one goes. And they both go to that one. So that won't actually be very good. Okay, so we have the processor unlocked, we have the semiconductor unlocked. I just need to figure out how to do these high purity silicon. Looks like they're just smelt. You're just smelting them into silicon, and I guess if we hit M we can find silicon if there is any here. Silicon ore 0. Ew. Is there another way to do high purity silicon? Not really, no. Well, that's not great. Cannot be made smelting silicon veins. These guys can be made from stone, so that's how we need to do it. Okay. Let's do that then. So we are going to need a smelting line. We also need a bunch of stone to be able to do that. We have stone over here. And that is those stone, and then you... Should I... Yeah, I guess I can just do it here, right? I'll just do it here. Distribution range. Carrier engine, carrier capacity, wings utilization. Can use you now. And let's see, communication control, construction drones, yes please. Inventory capacity, walk faster, and better core. That should be helping out a little bit with everything. Let's get this. And let's see here, we want to have you guys. We don't have any of those machines. Did we set those up anywhere? Yeah, we have them here, right? Pick those up. And let's head over to this stone right here. Actually, let's set up the smelter first. We're gonna have these guys in a row here. I think we can do 12 now with the new belts. Then for the high purity one we need what, 10 stone into one of these, and then it's 2 of those into one of those. Wow, 10 seconds for one, and these guys are 1 second for each. So 10 of these can feed one of these, I guess. Okay, so that should be, I think these are 10, right? Yes. And if my understanding is correct, so we need 10 stones and it produces 1 silicon ore per second. And then these guys need what, 2? Let's just see how this goes. So 10 of these is for 1 per second. And you need 1 per second. So that is pretty much perfect. That's exactly what we need. And then we're gonna have you guys probably combine on 1 belt. There's no reason to. Split you both up. Like that. We're gonna set up inserters here. Really? No. What you doing? There, and let's get some stone guys capturing here. Max energy core, that's good. So I'll get you and then work on these. Really no way to get all of these there. We're really close to getting this up and running now. We just need some more power and I'm out of my splitters. So it might actually be worth it to start looking into the these guys, logistics spots. I think that might actually be worth it. We did get the logistic distribution center. It needs processors, which is what we're building now, and then the plasma exciters. I think we already do those. Or at least have the capacity to do those. How is our power looking? Actually quite close to the limit there as well. Anyways, where's our splitters? Right here. 300 of them, that should probably be quite good. I want to be able to balance these before we let them onto the line here. So we go like that, and then you go above and into there, and then this guy will go into right there. A little bit messy, but I think that should be fine. Lack of item, that is surely not what we were hoping for. And then you... Ooh, we actually have another one that needs to be balanced here. I wonder if we maybe have a little bit too much stuff going on here. Take you, put you there, and then have you go here. Out this way, and also out of that. That should be pretty good. I think that should balance all of them. Looks really, really ugly, but that's a staple of this channel at this point. Where do we put this one to reach all of them? Like that. You didn't get any power. There we go. That should get us going. And let's set up some power here as well. There we go. That's actually quite a lot of producing as well. So then we just need these guys to make it out. Probably over here. Doesn't work. Let's get rid of this part. We can have you guys chuck it over there. These guys up here. Okay, so this is the high purity silicon that we need. Is this always an issue? Can I have some fuel, please? Can I have some fuel, please? Wait, I can just go here and get refueled. That was a bad idea. Now I can't do that. I was thinking I can just rebuild it right next to me, but none of my bots have any power, so that won't work. Now we need to walk all the way over here to get fuel instead. Okay, so that is the high density silicon done. That means that we just need to get some inserters there. So these guys are gonna have inserters right here and right here. There we go. That should be good enough for the processors, and then we're gonna output those here. One of you. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna use any processors any further away than right here, so we'll just continue that way. That'll be just fine. So processes are really slow, but that's kind of fine. So that's the processors. I'm guessing that's one of the major parts of this whole thing. Let's see if we can have these guys built now. Yes, we just need the prisms. Didn't we build those? Yes. What are you going to be making? You're gonna be making... where are you? Why do I have so hard time to find those? There, that's those. Those are also going to be needed by him. What else was it? Iron ingots. We are way low on iron ingots though. Can I upgrade all of these? Ooh, it's an instant upgrade as well. That is really nice. Can I continue with you guys as well? Looks like we are kinda doing as much as we can here. One of those. Have a belt going here. Let's just setting up a belt so that we in the future can expand this fairly easily, if need be. So yeah, there we have the distribution ones. We need the actual bots as well. They need those engines, okay. Let's see, let's get rid of you guys and let's have engines, processors, and steel. So it's gonna be very similar to what we have already. We're gonna have engines, processors, and steel. What else? You needed the engines. We can have engines being produced here. There's these, which needs... kind of feel like I want to have those directly on the belt as well, maybe. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. And how do we get those engines online here? That should be those engines. Just set up some guys here. Most of these setups are really easy. I just want them to be functional. And that's about it. So doesn't take that much to get going. Let's refill myself as well. Actually quite slow on building these. Maybe we should have 2 of them at least. Anyways, that is the engines that we need for you guys. Let's set up this here. Curve too much. You go there. And what's the last thing that you need? You need processor, that stuff, and steel ingots. Steel ingots we have right here. There we go. That should bring a little bit more iron to the belt. And hopefully speed this up a little bit, so once it gets to over here, we should have a little bit more iron available. Hopefully, maybe, probably not. At least somewhat in a better situation. So how are we doing here? We are producing at least, even though it's very slow. And how does these work? If I want to build one of those, what do they do? Transportation. These guys. Oh, they kinda sit on top of one of these, right? Yeah. Okay, so we need one for every single one of these. You are gonna need it. You will have one. And you can have one, and you can have one, and you can have one. And I think that's it. And then we take all of these guys into here. They are charging east out. Collect for Icarus. Provide and collect for Icarus. Do not provide. Collect all. How does that work? Okay, so I have 9 in here now, I think. I want you to be providing. Then I would like to have... Let's see, if we go over here that we have stone. Yes. And we set up a storage here. That's not what we wanted. So these are titanium ore. Okay, no, we want stone ore. And if we then let's delete you, set up stone ore here. And we tell it to collect everything. And then we set a tower on top of this with a few these guys. Where is your actual reach here? I don't see any specific reach for those. Oh, did you collect it? No. Why do they not go out and actually pick these up? You should only collect. There we go. Now they're picking up stuff here. Good. Then we can go... what else do we have? I guess we just set up these for everything that we have at the moment. So magnets we want to set up. And then we want to have bots everywhere as well. It's a bit finicky to set this up, but I do see the value of it. I do think this would be really convenient to have once it's up and running. I wonder what the range is though. I don't really see a range. There. Put those in there. Transport unit auto replenishment. Turn on off replenishment of this item. If auto replenish turned on, items in inventory will be automatically opening this panel. Ooh, yes please. Allow that to continue. Same thing with you. Okay, yeah, that's really convenient. That is really convenient. I like that. Look at this. This is so cool. They are all delivering stuff to me now. Just flying in here one by one. These guys do not seem to understand what they're supposed to do though. There we go. That's better. And then we take these. You are actually too close. Maybe I should have them a little bit differently here. I think in the future, if I'm building up something a little bit more serious. What's going on? If I'm building up something a little bit more... Huh? Why can't I have it go from this side? Why do you insist on... Oh, this one is actually raised up. So we want to have you here. We want to have one of these guys. Yeah, you would want to use some sort of prioritization and probably some sort of filtering to make this work the best way. But I think I'm too lazy for that today. So we're just gonna do it this way instead. And probably redo it again. There, increase that. So how are we doing with engines now? Now we want to increase the engine production a little bit. Something like that. And that's the... Is that backwards? No? No, it is not. Nice. So there. And also engines going this way. Let's swap out the inserters. That should get us a little bit more engine parts, I hope. Not like a shit ton more, but at least something more. We would want to upgrade these to the better. I'm guessing there is assembly mark 2 and so on as well. That is probably worth it. Okay, so what were we doing? We have the logistic distribution more or less up and running now. We're just waiting for the production to pick up so we have enough of these bots. But it looks like once we have the engines picking up some more, then we should be able to have the rest running as well. Main slowdown is still these engines, but we did put on one more layer on there, so hopefully it should speed up a little bit. How are you doing? Still doing just fine. Still doing just fine. We might want to build another row of engine production at some point. I just don't know where I would put that. We have the planetary logistics stations. This is when I think the game will open up a lot and we will be able to actually build around the planet a lot more easily. So let's see if we maybe can get that built before we end this episode here. If we set you up, what is it that you have here for these guys? What do you need? Steel, titanium. How do I get titanium? I don't have titanium ingots unlocked. I guess we can continue with a few mecha move speed. Communication, energy circuits. We have a lot of upgrades here. Drone engine, more flight speed, that sounds good. Mecha sail. Double press space to lift off. Hold arrow keys with space in flight mode, which will activate sail mode at a certain altitude. In sail mode, mecha will orbit the planet at a high speed. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. Sorted cargo stacking, no. Distribution range, probably good. Logistic drone flight speed. Logistic bots flight speed. Can't do any of those. Not that one either. So, is there anything else we can do here? Doesn't look like it. Let's head over here and let's see. We needed some specific smelting. Titanium smelting. That's the one we needed. I wish you could drag these. So I could move this one to the front. That's not an option. Otherwise we need processors and whatever that is. Particle something. a lot of research to do. So yeah, I think with that we're gonna have to allow ourselves some time here to get the bots situated the way they're supposed to be. You should refill, so should you, and 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 you. Okay, so we are running quite slow on the old research here, so I figured we might as well set up some more miners over here. Get this going a little bit faster. So, running out of power again. Give me more power then. Wait, these are coils, not... Okay. So I would like to make coils here. Okay, getting some stuff built here so we can have more power going out, because we're actually low on blue now. That's why the research is so damn slow. 240 hashes per second. That's not enough. We need more than that. Then we'll get higher flight speed, which is actually really nice. That will make them way faster. Look at how fast they are. So much more efficient. And I think they're building 2 things at a time. These guys are the best. I love upgrades. So that should be everything that we need here. I think I wanna maybe do... Need another one? Let's see if they fill up. No. No, it's not actually that catastrophic. Okay. We're constantly out of power still. And you guys do not even have a power pole anywhere? Is that true? You do. You do. It's just low power still. Why are we so low on power? I feel like I fixed that over here. These guys are not actually getting what they need. Looks like we need more coal. Or just more power, I guess, is the main issue. So yeah, in the next episode it looks like we're gonna have to play around a little bit with some power issues. What are you? You are those things. Let's put you onto there and then have maybe these. Okay, so there we have a little bit of extra production for the blue signs as well. I still think that we're a little bit behind on the majority of all this. So yeah, we're not really using all of these. Wonder if I should take one of them out. If we do this. And then we can put that over here to produce instead. There, and then you will go here. Because it's not an issue with getting them out of here, right? No. No, it's not. Now we are all producing, yes, and we're producing a little bit more blue science. Okay, and we have the majority of all of our upgrades done as well. So in the next episode we will be able to finally get going with the planetary stuff. This was more working on the distribution, whatever they're called. The logistic bot. It seems to be a good addition. Have been helping out quite decently, I would say. Let's tell them to pick up all of that. And that should be fairly good. So in the next episode we are then able to continue our build with the planetary stuff. So we're going to need whatever you needed, titanium and these particle containers. In regards to titanium, I'm not sure how to get that even. Do we have any titanium here? No, we do not. And how do we smelt anything into titanium? We have a few ores, but that's about it. We actually need to go to another city, I was about to say, but another planet in the next episode. So that'll be interesting. We will be needing quite a bit of fuel, I'm imagining, to do that, and then whatever we need to be able to do the planning. So we can actually go into sail mode now, which is kind of cool. It's using a lot of fuel though. So yeah, here's all of our old base. Not the most efficient one, maybe. Here is a lot of coal. There we go. So, where do we have those? We have those over here. Let's fill up on some power before we do anything else, and then we're going to probably put an out of view here. Yeah, if I put it here, then I can have you guys go like that. Pick up one of those. You up top. These. And fill up. I put these on the wrong one. There we go. That's better. And then we put these into there. Logistics tasks, that's fine. These guys are bringing me stuff. You guys are done as well. Okay, well, that's gonna do it for this episode, I think. We have a lot of distribution bots now that are able to supply us with other stuff that we need. I imagine that the further into the game we're getting, the more inventory slots we will get for the logistic systems as well. If this works anything similar to how Factorio works, that would be my expectation. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We just unlocked the planetary stuff, so next episode we are heading out into the cosmos and seeing if we can find ourselves some iron on some of these planets. Lecronis, maybe. Titanium, yes, he has it on him. So do you. So we can actually go to this guy. Indicator. Yeah. That's where we're going next. We have two different planets in this solar system, so we will be taking a look at that. Let's look in here if there's any. Doesn't look like there's any smaller planets around or moons. So this is where we're going. Leonis Minoris the second. Decent wind energy, decent solar energy, but more importantly, we're really interested in the titanium. The only thing that would make me go here is if they do have silicon as well. However, if I go here, then I have further to travel every time. So let's go here first, so we can get to titanium. And then from there we can take it further. I'm not sure at what point we get the interstellar logistics. That's when we get the yellow items. So that's sometime in the future. Yeah, that's at a later date. Not something that we're going to play around with today. Well, I do hope that you have enjoyed this episode with a little bit of playing around with the distribution logistics bots, guys. We're gonna have you guys be planetary logistics stations eventually. So yeah, next episode we are building up the planetary logistics system, and then we are flying out to the whatever it's called. We are flying out to the other Leonis Minoris the second. We are on the 3rd. So heading out for some titanium. Stay tuned for that. If you want to see that, then hit that subscribe button. That's the easiest way to know when I release new videos. Otherwise, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.